Hi, I'm Rebecca, and today we'll be talking about chromosomal inheritance. The human genome has 23 sets of chromosomes, 22 of which are autosomal and one pair of sex chromosomes, XX for female or XY for male. A picture of an individual's chromosome is called a karyotype. A karyotype can help reveal abnormalities such as trisomy, which is an extra copy of a chromosome. Geneticists also study the inheritance of traits through pedigree analysis. A pedigree shows the family tree of an inherited trait throughout generations. If traced back through pedigree, the trait can be determined as either autosomal dominant, autosomal recessive, or sex-linked. There are 6 possible modes of inheritance. The first is autosomal recessive, which is any trait carried on a chromosome other than the sex chromosomes X or Y. The trait must be passed down through both parents in order to have homozygous recessive offspring. A few disorders include cystic fibrosis, which appears on chromosome 7. This is when thick mucus blocks the lungs and causes infections. The mucus also clogs ducts from the pancreas to the small intestine, leaving the affected individual malnourished. Another disease is sickle cell anemia, which is the abnormal shape of red blood cells and defective hemoglobin, causing the red blood cells to have lower oxygen carrying capacity and catch onto the walls of the arteries, leading to strokes and paralysis. Tay-Sachs is a nervous system disease causing respiratory issues. The next possible mode of inheritance is autosomal dominant. An affected individual only needs one copy or one affected parent. A few disorders include achondroplasia, which is dwarfism, Marfan syndrome, found on chromosome 15, gigantism, or Huntington's disease, which is a degeneration of the nervous system, which eventually leads to muscle weakness and dementia. Sex-linked X-linked dominant is when all affected males will have all affected daughters and all affected sons. Homozygous females will transmit to all offspring, and heterozygous females will transmit to 50% of all offspring, equal amounts males to females. An example of a sex-linked X-linked dominant disorder is hypertrichosis. The next mode of inheritance is sex-linked X-linked recessive. All affected males will get the mutant allele from the mother and transmit to all daughters and no sons. Daughters of the affected males are usually heterozygous. Examples of sex-linked X-linked recessive disorders include color blindness and hemophilia, which is when blood does not clot properly. Sex-linked Y-linked genes occur only on the Y chromosome, therefore it only affects males and is only passed down to sons. Mitochondrial inheritance is only transmitted from mother to offspring. This affects tissues with high energy requirements, such as the nervous system, skeletal muscle, heart muscle, liver, and kidneys. Chromosomal inheritance disorders can be trisomy, one extra chromosome, monosomy, one less chromosome, polyploid, 3N or 4N, and haploid, a chromosomal number that is not the exact multiple of the haploid set. This is usually caused by non-disjunction, which is when the chromosomes do not separate correctly at the anaphase. A few examples of chromosomal inheritance disorders include trisomy 13, which is when a baby has a 1 to 6 month life expectancy, cleft lip, eye defects, polydactyly, defects with the brain and heart organs. Trisomy 18, otherwise known as Edwards syndrome, which is when a baby has a 2 to 4 month life expectancy, retardation, and heart defects. Trisomy 21, otherwise known as Down syndromes, including mental retardation, heart defects, and wide skull. Turner syndrome, which is when there's no X or Y chromosome. Klinefelter syndrome, which is an extra X chromosome, so the affected individual has XXY. Cry-du-Chat, which affects chromosome 15, which gives the affected individual heart defects and a characteristic cry. Prader-Willi, affecting chromosome 15, leaving the affected individual to never feel full and increasing excess eating and obesity rates. Fragile X, which is when the bottom of the X chromosome unravels,